Whisper cleared to run. They're now set once again. About to go. Holding them up though in the stalls still. Light being switched off once more. And back on again. I'm getting giddy. Set. Again. Holding them there. No, they've back one out of line once more. Light still on. Broadcast. Desert Whisper's a late one. Please note Desert Whisper a late scratching. Desert Whisper, the one they backed, has been withdrawn. Light continues to blink. It's been a long wait, and they're off and they're racing, and Art Session is the first of them into stride. Jumped away well from Rose All Day, Repossession, Famous Dream. Earthstorm settled behind those. Pushing up is Allentown, and dropping back Annabalistic. Finding itself last is KTY, so they've gone here without Desert Whisper as they put the 650 behind them. It's Art Session who brings them down the side of the course. First up, Repossession parks right over the speed, then a length and a half, Famous Dream. Rose All Day is next of all, the roughie outside of Allentown, and then deeper out is Earthstorm, being followed then by Annabalistic, and Pike looking for the shortest way home, working his way through horses with KTY. Art Session is the leader on the outside. Repossession, KTY getting up near the rail. Repossession has reached the lead though with 150 left to go from Art Session. KTY Allentown, Repossession boots clear, and Repossession on return comes away from them. Repossession beat Art Session. They were queuing up for third. KTY Allentown and Earthstorm. They were followed further back in the field then by Annabalistic, Famous Dream, and the roughie pulls up last of all, Rose All Day. With the late one of Desert Whisper. Pulls a bit out of the pool. Had been very, very well fancied, but Repossession here for the Gangemi brothers makes it a winning return. Brad Parnham aboard, hunted the speed. Getting to the lead after Art Session brought them for home and then booted clear. Art Session holding second, and third home will be KTY Willie Pike just in front of Allentown and Earthstorm. A Sessions 3-year-old out of Can Time for Gangemi Thoroughbreds, the Saturday Horse Syndicate, G. McNally, Bill Beament, Scotty Stay, and the Care Factor Group, Dick Wade, Mercon Racing, Brady Street Racing, and LMH Wisby. Brad Parnham here takes the ride. First up, Repossession makes it 3 out of 5, and a successful return here. But there'll no doubt be some hefty deductions with Desert Whisper coming out. Second placing to Art Session, who led them for a long way. Also by Sessions out of Pro Coney. Dan Ben Pierce, Tash Faithful for Pierce Racing and Hamlin Thoroughbreds. Also Mrs. C. Pierce and Mrs. G. Holt. And third placing going the way of 3, KTY by Nakoni from Amthal, Adam Durant, Willie Pike. 58.37 the time. Length and a half the winning margin. Long neck second and third, and they've run home in 33.98. 58.37, 33.98, 1.5 a long neck. Repossession making it a successful return to racing this afternoon, and building up a very good strike rate as well. But deductions to come through with the late one of Desert Whisper, who just wouldn't settle in the barrier. The third event over the 1,000 again, the Lawn Pride Australia Handicap is next. There are no changes. 8 will run. They'll go at 16 past 1. We'll have deductions coming through very soon in regards to that late withdrawal of Desert Whisper. But no doubt a sense of happiness and a sense of relief in some respects as well, with Repossession making such a nice return to racing for the Gangemi boys this afternoon, Lockie.
Thanks, Darren. Yes, Chris Gangemi joins me now. Chris, congratulations on the win. He's been the stable star over the last 6 to 12 months. How's he returned behind the scenes in the lead up to today?
Yeah, we thought he was, we were really confident he was going better than ever. Obviously, couldn't be too confident today with the stable being out of form for a little bit, but this all seems to be the exception. He won us a stakes race over the carnival when we were out of form, and he's come back again now. And yeah, he just seems to front up every time we take him to the races. He's only been beaten twice. He's a little bit probably unlucky one day and wasn't right the other. So I think first up, bit underdone, no 1,000-metre trial was a pretty big win. Sit outside leader and to win comfortably like that with 60 kgs on his back. I think he's pretty smart.
He's such a big, strong horse when you look at him in the yard, and that was on display even in the run, because at the top of the straight, he really travelled into it nicely under Brad.
Yeah, he's definitely filled out and matured. He hasn't always been a big, strong horse. He's used to be quite weak and a little bit immature. Up until this prep, he had sort of had a forced long spell. Like I say, he didn't pull up that great after the Placid Arc, so that made us give him a long spell, and it's probably going to, in hindsight, be a good thing in the long run.
He's a 3-time winner now at the 1,000. What do you do with him next? Do you look to step him up to 1,200 metres where he might find the front and just be able to dictate and dominate from the front?
I don't think I have any problem at all, 12-1. He's not just a fast horse, he's strong as well. So he'll have no problem with 12 down the track, but we'll just play it by ear. We might give him another 1,000 before we go to 12. We'll just see what the calendar gives us.
What can you tell us about Sebenak in the next?
Yeah, not sure what to expect there. His best form over East is good enough to go close in this, but we haven't been able to get a trial horse going for a while, so fingers crossed.
A great result here, well done.
Thanks, mate.
There's Chris Jamie in combination with his brother Michael. Great to see Repossession back at the races and in winning form, Scotty. And it was like the Jamie's of old at the 200-metre mark, when you could hear the host of owners in this horse go up at the 200-metre mark, and they really just light up this Belmont Park track.
Certainly is. The Ganjemi Renter crowd are in here today and in force, and they do enjoy a victory, and why wouldn't they? And it won't be the last one too with a horse like this. Repossession, the Placid Arc Prelude winner, returns today as a victor under Brad Parnham. Bradley, that 400-metre jump out couldn't have been much better.
Yeah, right. He was pretty slick then that day, and I think more importantly for me, I was happy with the way his manners were that day. Last prep, he used to get very hot and agitated in the gates, but at the trials the other day, he settled reasonably well in there. He was in there first, and you know, it allowed him to keep his mind on the job. He jumped clean, and everything worked out. So today, even though we went in last, then there was a bit of a mishap in the gates, so he had to stand in there a bit longer. But again today, he settled really well, and when they opened, he springed pretty quickly, and yeah, he sort of took care of the rest from there.
Trial's 400 metres, the race is 1,000 metres, and he's also lumped with 60 kilos. So even though it was a really sharp trial, he was still going to have to elevate out of it.
Yeah, that's right. But I mean, he is a horse with a fair bit of ability. You know, he won the Placid Arc Prelude, and I think if he was 100%, probably Placid Arc Day, he'd probably goes close to winning that as well. So I do like the horse. I think he's pretty handy. And although he was probably going to be a little bit underdone today, he, you know, his class sort of took him a long way, and yeah, it was pretty tough to sort of fend him off.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
There's Brad Parnham. He continues his red-hot form in the saddle, and he combines with Chris and Michael Ganjemi and Repossession, a really exciting 3-year-old back with a bang here. First up, he takes out race 2 here at Belmont Park.